Huh?
Well, I was born there on the farm, Peyton, Iowa, 4 miles west of Peyton, P-A-T-O-N. The Peyton Place, you know, they spelled that P-A-Y-T-O-N. Remember Peyton Place? You probably don't even remember that.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Let's see. And what is your date of birth again?
10/20/10.
And
I'm getting to be pretty old.
now, so tell me about your childhood Thanksgivings.
Yeah. Well, my grandma Walker, that was my dad's mother, always wanted her boys to come home for Thanksgiving. That was her day, she said. And she had the 5 boys. And so they had, Uncle George had 2 boys. My dad had 5 girls. And Uncle John had 3 boys and 1 girl. And Uncle Charlie had 1 boy. So one time we all went home to Grandma's. It was quite a group. But we all went there, and they made oyster stew. That was what we had. And we girls didn't like oysters, but we liked the soup. So we had to be sure to strain out all the oysters. Don't put any oyster in. But we all sat around and had oyster stew, and had to have different tables. There were so many of us. Some of us sat in the living room and some in the kitchen. And we always had fruit salad. And Mother made Jello fruit salad. We just put oranges and bananas in. And Aunt Gladys, she put white grapes in it. So we thought that was super with the white grapes. And well, I can't remember what else we had. I think that was about what we had. It was just the oyster stew and the fruit salad.
So no turkey.
No, we didn't have turkey there at Grandma's. We had turkey at home. We always had turkey at home because we raised turkeys. And so Mother'd always dress a turkey. We had that at home. One time Evelyn was out, and the turkey, old gobblers, they were kind of mean. They were great big, and the girls were kind of small. And this turkey kind of got after Evelyn, and so she kicked it and knocked it down and knocked the wind out of it. So she come running in the house. She said, "Oh," she said, "Mother, I killed the turkey gobbler." She thought she killed it, but it got up and walked again, so it didn't hurt it. It just knocked the wind out of it. But we always had, well, we always had turkey too for Thanksgiving.
So were all the girls involved in cooking? In the kitchen?
Cooking?
Yeah, for Thanksgiving. Was there a group cooking experience in the kitchen?
Oh, all of the wives, they all brought big kettles, and the milk, you know, had to have a lot for that many people. And then they had big kettles of soup. You know, of course, and they had oysters. One time they had a bowl of oysters on the table, and one man took them and ate them all. They planned on to be passed around, you know, for the raw oysters. But this one man ate them all. I don't remember who it was. Some hired man, I think it was. Sometimes there was snow on the ground, but not always. We liked it when there was snow on the ground. And especially at Christmas time, when Dad fixed the wagon up, the box, and put sleigh runners on it. Runners, so it was like a sled. And we went to church in that. And we always were in a program, of course, at church on Christmas time. But Thanksgiving, I don't think we did. I don't remember going to church on Thanksgiving, but I remember going to Grandma's. How did we get to Grandma's? I suppose we probably went in I think they had the car, probably. I don't know that. I can't remember how old I was when we first got a car.
What was the first car you guys got?
Willis Knight. And you know what that was? That was an Overland.
Yeah, that was quite
Big
a car.
Overland.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a nice car, open air. No, I had side curtains, you know. If it was raining, we had to hurry and get out and put the side curtains on.
Well, it must have been pretty cold then. How far away was Grandma's house?
About half a mile.
Oh, that's not very far.
We had to go across a bridge, a creek. The creek was between Grandma's and ours. And Uncle Fred's was between us and Grandma's, and then Grandma's. But she had all of her 5 boys were kind of close by, but Uncle Charlie's, they were 2 miles away. They were the farthest. Yeah, we thought that was a long ways away. But one time we were out in the grove. We had a big grove. And we were out there playing. And Dad came out and said, "Come in, it's a big storm." And that was when they had the cyclone, big cyclone. And 2 miles north, that's where Uncle Charlie's had their new house. And it was being built. And a windstorm came and it took it off its foundation partly. Kind of didn't take it clear off, but it just turned it a little bit. So the boys, the 5 boys, got ropes and put on it and put it back on the foundation. I remember them doing that. Aunt Gladys had a little teeny 1-room house that she was living in, and the windstorm didn't bother it at all. And here, this great big house, you know, it was a 2-story, brand new. That's what it kind of didn't damage it, but it took it off its foundation.
So what other holiday memories do you have?
Christmas was a big day for us. We didn't always have a Christmas tree, though. We hung our stockings up on the backs of chairs. We didn't have a fireplace.
How did you heat the house?
Oh, we had a round oak stove. We had a big hard coal burner for the dining room, and then in the living room we had a smaller round oak stove. We didn't always heat the living room. We could shut it off, just have the dining room. It was as big as this. We had a big dining room, big kitchen. We spent most of our time in the kitchen. We kids did all our studying around the kitchen table. So we hung our stockings back on the back of the chairs. Mother always we had big fancy dishes, you know, like big dishes like that. They were decorated like for fruit. And Mother always filled those full of candy. One was with nuts, English walnuts and pecans. Oh, we thought that was really something. We always had black walnuts on the farm, of course, but we didn't ever have our own English walnuts. But we got those English walnuts and pecans, and I think we got those little, we call them filberts. I don't know what they were. They were smaller nuts, but real good, more like a chestnut. I don't know what they were. And we had black walnuts.